Greetings everyone, Napoleon Complex here. Today I'm going to be fighting as the later Joseon against the Japanese invasion force. So we're the Joseon 1595 to 1598. I believe this is after they've already lost the capital, but it might be during the period where the Japanese were starting to be pushed back. So let's begin. I'll go over my plan as it unfolds. So they get the chance to take the first move, and good, they're starting to advance. I was afraid I might have to shake them out of bed because we are playing on the highest difficulty, so I am outnumbered. I am wondering how this is going to go. So lots of Japanese samurai moving up. Well, they do have the Honjin at the back. I wonder actually if I might be able to snipe that with my light cavalry, because they sometimes don't keep it very well protected. So I think that's going to be my strategy with my light since the enemy have decided to move on. I've already picked out the positions I'm going to defend. I'm going to be aiming for this position here, and they are going to move into a very specific formation in that area. So we'll start to move up immediately. We're basically going to be holding this hill, and I'm going to be trying to pick fights where I've got this 75 height advantage. But we'll see if I manage to pull that off. It's fine, just keep formation for now, because the formation they've been set up in is the formation I want them to fight in. So I don't want any confusion. We have a small ambush force here, in case the enemy get themselves ensnared. I've got my cavalry heading behind the rough ground here. They'll emerge once the enemies start to attack. Teppo samurai, basically dragoons. Quite exposed to arrow fire, but they are partially armoured, so I'm not sure how easy they'll be to take down in practice. Those Yumi samurai might cause us problems. I don't think my units are particularly heavily armoured. So this is another random battle, of course, so I didn't have any control over what units I brought. And I didn't have any insight into either of the armies before I started. Let's see. I mean, the samurai are nasty, but going uphill we should have the advantage over them. So I'm not too worried about that. So you can see now the way I've drawn up my forces. I'm trying to keep my archers in the back ranks, where they can provide supporting fire. These do have melee capability as well. And I'm trying to get my arquebusiers and the more melee oriented infantry to the front. These units aren't particularly great. They're more on the front line out of necessity rather than anything else. I'm hoping that these units can still fire through. I'm a little bit worried about the line of sight. Move to here. Yep, these units aren't melee capable really. So I am trying to give them a little bit of protection by putting them in the corner here. This is another unit I'm worried about the line of sight of, because they're kind of wasted otherwise, but we'll find out as part of learning the game. If they don't have line of sight, we're screwed. I'm going to use the cavalry to cover this unit's flank. Getting a little close to the sun, we're trying to circle right around the enemy force. And hey, if it draws off the cavalry, all the better. Now the Teppo samurai decide to go after us. At least we'll draw them off. There's one less unit for my main force to deal with. Actually, the more of this force I can distract, the better. Elite cavalry. The Japanese, of course, by this time had a lot of experience fighting wars due to the Civil War and due to the fact that they've been fighting in Korea now for quite some time. Turn to face. Of course, I won't be able to use my matchlocks until the enemy are a bit closer. Kind of makes me second guess my decision to put everyone in the back ranks like that. Right. Do I want to leave them facing? This force is going to face us here first. These are impact foot. That will help me repel any attack that comes up this part of the hill here, where we've only got 50 height advantage. But the lack of armor is going to hurt us when those archers emerge. We're not here to start a fight. Let's get out of this. Tab to make sure it's only the ambush units that are left. Yep, turn to face. Focus on this side first, and let's end turn. So I am starting to use the tab key now. Okay. Judging from the amount of fire they're taking, it does seem like my decision to fire from the L is working. The danger is the enemy seem to be veering around my ambush. I don't mind getting sniped at from the woods by moderately disordered archers. It's if they come out and start directing their fire at us that I'm worried. I'm guessing that's now a half arc. Right, fine. Turn and focus on the heavy Eri samurai. They are going to be a problem. Everyone else, focus on shattering. Fine. That's a large unit as well. Okay, I guess we're about to find out if my samurai, my warrior monks can beat their samurai. I'm going to let them general up in advance. Good, that's an early disruption. We're probably going to take some fire soon. Since they've already disrupted, focus on the Teppo samurai. I will not use a half volley of it unless I can avoid it. Good, okay, at least we're inflicting plenty of casualties on them. I think the rest can be left to the auto-resolve. Let's end the turn. If they do let the send the archers out, I can use the cavalry to charge them down. They are going to get utterly murdered. I'm being picked away at here, but I don't mind picked away at. It's shot to bits I have a problem with. I just realised I completely forgot about what my light cavalry were doing. That's fine, we can probably endure a turn's delay. We're not going to charge here because I want them to bounce off of us. Blast them while you're there, catch them with a half arc. Don't turn because I want these to remain a priority charge target. Oh wait, actually due to the rules, we could actually turn there, couldn't we? Right, you know what, fine. You guys fire as well. Have everyone join the fun. It weakens them as much as possible, as quickly as possible, because they are the most dangerous threat to us just now. I'm not going to focus on them, I'm going to focus on the much more dangerous Yari Samurai, and that worked out well. Focus on the close Yari Ashigaru, they've already fragmented. This is going really well. They've almost auto-broken. I should actually focus on them first. Any of the other? Nope. Ho ho ho! Look at how much damage those arc braziers did. I hit the Ari Samurai waiting in the wings, and we'll see how this turns out. You know what? Since okay, so for both of my units there to have generals. Next turn. I was wrong. At least they bounced back. That was lucky. Okay, I'll consider that an education on the priority charge target rules. I turned to face, and so they were able to engage. That was more painful. I'd rather not take any more of that if I can avoid it. So last time I marched out into the open and lost heavily. This time I was determined to come up with a strategy that could actually work. So it looks like this is going pretty well so far. Those braziers are a problem. Since they will have the protection of the other unit, turn away. Let's take a look at our options here. Right, quite a few units out that have priority here. You hit them as hard as you can, and follow up with a volley, see if you can knock them off the field. Fortunately, everyone else remained steady as a result of that. Might shake them up a bit though. These guys are close to us and threatening our gunners, so hit them. Having weakened them severely, we'll hit the Ari Samurai. And just these units just taking a torrent of fire. But this unit is now within range and is able to charge, so we might have to spring our ambush soon. I don't know. If we do have to spring our ambush, I feel it's a little premature. I need to keep... What I'll do is I will move to here. That will also present a flank threat. Now since that's I don't know, that's still extremely dangerous. I'm going to keep them facing that way for now. And in the meantime, I'm not going to focus on this just now. I want to take care of that Teppo Ashigaru threat. Because it's tearing into my units. We really have to bring this unit down. Because I can't move out to attack it, and they are just getting terrifying stationary fire on me. Just checking that they've already shot. Come on, get moving. I could have planned a better route. Never mind. Next turn, everything else is just the ambush force. We've routed 12% of their army, but this is where they're going to be able to come to blows with us finally. And it's where they're starting to bring their better units to bear. So they've been driven off again and they've been fragmented, so there is a problem with that. They will now be able to pull our units out of position. And see, that's still even going uphill. This is where my line is slightly weaker. The hill's not steep here, so they've hit us in the worst place they could have hit us. I'm going to definitely go after them with the cavalry once that unit breaks. The thing is, they are bow cavalry, so I'm not sure how effective they're going to be. Those are elite cavalry, which I am worried about. 19%, that will be their large unit breaking. But it also means we're now denuded of the protection of this unit. That will slowly go in our direction due to the unit size. Good, they remain disciplined. They didn't charge down. That might have been due to the fact that... See, I need to be careful there because if we get ourselves locked in combat, we're going to be stuck there. What I will do is start to direct fire at them. So they're going to be the next target for disintegration. How bad is this? It's not that terrible, actually. If we can get them just a little bit of help, it would be okay. That, on the other hand, would be dreadful. That's superior units for you. They're not auto-braking. Right. I would have liked to hit this unit a bit more. Fine. I'll have to delay it. Tear into that unit there. They're large. It's a large unit, but we'll have to try and disrupt them anyway. We didn't have any luck there. Give them the general instead. I no longer need them over here. Oh no! I knew that unit was going to get us. Why didn't I charge out? Too conservative. Had I charged out and just gone for those gunners there, I might have managed to break them, but now, well, we could lose this entire wing, especially since I turned my back. Oh no. And just like that, something that was working isn't anymore. Right, you know what, fine. I'll spring the ambush and I'm going to bring my cavalry to bear. They've got a lot of ground to cover. But we need the extra force now. That one unit of Teppo Ashigaru. That might help. Unfortunately, none of them disrupted. That will definitely help our cause. And the fact that they've just wandered into gun range is also going to help. See, because of all that fire, they're now fighting at a disadvantage. Right, you know what? I think we can charge them. So we'll have to hope that this unit gets ground down farther. 24%, but we'll see what else happens on the battlefield. That should start to swing in our favour slowly. The first thing I'm going to do is charge them here. See if I can knock them down to... Oh, they're stuck in melee. Okay. Well, we have, even with the disruption, we still have the larger unit size. Fire. And then we'll charge downhill at them and pray we don't fragment. Good. Right, things are still... Wow, really? We're losing here? Because... That's the last place I thought we'd have trouble. Because they're one of my best units. Swordsman versus... Swordsman. They have the general though, so that's going to be causing a problem. I wish they hadn't stuck around in melee. I would have liked to charge them again. Right, we have to try and disrupt this unit because they are now getting quite a few dangerous units into melee with us. And they've still got enough resources to block our ambush. We're hitting them with everything we've got, but we just can't crack them. And now they're bringing up later Yari Ashigaru, which are going to devastate our Joseon. We're never going to overrun the Honjin before this battle is over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my units back to the fight. That might distract some of these units, and I can possibly go crashing into the back of some of these engaged samurai. Now, let's see. Move. I've got the cavalry coming up as well, so I need to be careful of them. Yeah, I'm going to try and draw them out into a fight I have no intention of actually taking. And I'm going to quietly move as many of my cavalry towards the enemy's flank as possible, and as many of the infantry too. With a bit of luck, something will get through to that mountain. Anything else? You know what? Get ready to move around because you're not doing any good back there. Next turn. You need to hope one of these units cracks. Because I am increasingly at a disadvantage here. That's got to help. This is going to be critical. Duel, but nothing came of it. Both commanders are still alive. Yeah, disruption was critical. Had they just charged in, of course, they wouldn't have suffered that. For some reason, the AI moves the tile and then charges only once they're right up against you. I don't know if that's just the developers being nicer or if it's an oversight in the code. I need to remember that those are our cavalry. Nothing broke. I was expecting at least one of the Japanese units to go down there. Another duel. Well, we lost our general, but at least nothing worse happened. And they've rallied up. That's going to give us a massive advantage in the fight. That will continue to slowly go in our direction. That is the that's the worst place they could break through. 68%. They're going to go right through to everything else if they break through. Thankfully, I should at least have time to plug this, I hope. Because, no, they've got a space to run. That is a disaster in the making. Turn, and maybe we'll be able to avert it. I doubt it. Okay. See if one of these units can disrupt them. Since you've got line of sight, you try as well. What I was hoping for there, you know, I'll try with this unit as well. I was hoping I might be able to achieve a fragmentation there, then I could have charged out and spread chaos. I don't think they can stop me here. Move to here, block them in. They won't be able to do anything but turn. And now we can move to threaten them here. I am right on this unit's flank. I'm just hovering there, waiting to kill them. And I've got another unit coming up as in reserve. And I'm just going to leave them here. They don't seem to quite know what to do about me in this situation. Yeah, I am not interested in engaging these later Teppo Ashigaru. I am looking to kill some samurai in the back ranks. The problem is, no, but then again, how am I going to get through? Because they can just move to block us. I'm going to move to here. I'm going to hope they don't block the lights. They show the usual contempt for light infantry. That, unlike cavalry, that heavier units often do. They'll be very mistaken if they do ignore my lights, because they're in a good position to cause some damage. 30%. This Japanese army is slowly going down. Oh no. At least they'll be paralyzed next turn, so they won't be able to immediately exploit that. At least they're superior, so they have a little bit more of a chance, but it's now 2-on-1 and against a disrupted unit. I wish we weren't. I wish there wasn't rough ground there now. We could have moved in and taken them out. Disruption. They've broken. The panics. They fragmented, but they've managed to pull back. Oh dear. And it was all going so well. They are now exposed to flank attack. What happened here? Oh, gunners. Charge in here, maybe will cause a miracle fragmentation. Nothing. I can move this unit up to block here, but the problem is we're going to get flanked here. The smart thing to do, cold as it is probably... Wait, no, they're still priority charge, aren't they? Okay, so that unit will go down. There's not really anything I can do about that. But they'll just disperse, so it's obviously not great. What we can... No, I need to move this unit up to block this whole mess of soldiers coming up to kill us here. I think I will actually charge into melee to do that. Because I want to try and cause them a fragmentation. This would be far more dangerous with a general, but charge anyway. See what you can do. That was something. This unit is going to get it in the face. This unit will continue to fight. And massive panic in my ranks. I wish I... Oh, right, okay. I could have avoided all that had I seen that coming. Who shot them? That one unit of Unity Samurai that's been tormenting us the entire battle. So they've now fragmented. That's now... We were winning there. Oh, but wait, my ambush has come to fruition. So hopefully, we're going to lose a lot of units next turn. This unit's going to break. This unit's actually fine. No, we'll lose this unit, and this unit will break, and that should be the end of the battle for them. What I will do is keep this unit back just in case we have a sudden fragmentation. Shame I can't move the rest of these units out of the way, because this could get really nasty. Yep, a morale bomb is about to go off in our ranks, but it doesn't matter because we're about to win the battle. Shoot them in the face. Move in because we can flank this unit next. And keep firing at these idiots. I think we've done it, folks. We'll move around as well. We can start really crushing in against these units, which I've actually fired there. We'll leave this unit here. We might be able to move through the center. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got an idea. Move to here. Shoot them. Excellent. So you wouldn't have wanted to miss that. Shoot them, just in case you manage to get the fragmentation, the disruption. When they come through, they'll probably run straight into one of these units and then we can flank them again. We just have to hope we don't immediately fragment, otherwise half my line could go flying. I don't think there's anything else I want to do desperately with any of my other units. Most of them need to maintain their facing, just in case something comes through to... Well, actually, let's see, they go there. The worst thing that happens is, yeah, they could fragment and then this whole line could come. But honestly, if that happens, this disrupted unit's probably not long for this world anyway. So what I'll do is I'll move them to here, and that means I can get just a little bit more fire on these Yumi Samurai. I think it's, even with the disadvantages, it's worth it. These two units need to remain where they are. That's it. That should be it. They've all snapped. Oh, that saved that unit. So in the end, the only unit that we lost was the one unit in the battlefield I thought wouldn't break, and that was our warrior monks. They've got now. The Japanese do have one more turn to try and remedy this. And they're doing a pretty good job of it so far. They managed to disrupt that unit. But I think it's far too little, too late. Our cavalry make the wise decision to get out of dodge. 14, it's only gotten worse. That's it. Victory. My first victory in a Sengoku skirmish since I came back to the game. I'm actually a little surprised how well this worked. I was expecting a real fight. But the combination of the firepower advantage and the heights did it for us. Well folks, I've been Napoleon Complex. Sorry I wasn't able to get a historical battle out, and sorry this has been so late. I have had an exceptionally busy day at work today. I've got another very busy day tomorrow, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get the medieval medieval battles out. I will try to at least get the skirmish done. If not, I've got a bit more time on the I've got a bit more time on Sunday evening, so I may be able to do some catch up then. Thank you for watching this video. Please consider liking and subscribing if you're enjoying the content, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell. Let's see the results. Yes, we'll let them withdraw. Oh. One more turn. Let's just quickly process this. Yeah, we're running here soundly now. Do I want to carry them away immediately? I mean, let's consider this. I wanted to do this properly. Why not priority charge target? Aha. Okay, they're not the priority charge target. But you know who is? Really? Huh. Oh well. I guess I'll have to settle for a constellation prize then. Great pursuit path. I'm tired, folks. It's been a long day. So right, move to there. So we, you know what? Start shooting at them. I'm gonna end the fight next turn anyway. None of this actually matters. Hang on. Whew, can't believe that worked. It will eventually get into their backs. That one unit of Uni Samurai has definitely been the man of the match. Oh, we'll flank them next. We'd have flanked them next turn anyway. Yeah, we'll let them withdraw. And that's it. Farewell for now.